Hello and good evening, and welcome to another episode of Kyle rode himself into a corner and doesn't know what trail is going to take, so he might have just, stopped the plot dead in its tracks again.
This is where things are going to go crazy.
We shall see.
Crazy town.
Kyle.
Yes.
Happy anniversary.
It's what?
That is.
Anniversary.
You've been running this game for a year.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, what have I done?
You did it. It's been a whole year.
Bro, DMing sucks.
Yeah.
Understandable.
It's because anxiety. Oh my god, anxiety. That's what's getting to you right now.
It is, because I want to do good, but I'm also...
We're going to play that song, but the Nightcore version now.
What?
What?
There it is. The entire song about...
What song?
You remember...
What are you eating, Johnny?
Jelly beans, yeah.
Oh.
Do you remember... Do you remember somebody I used to know? That song?
Yeah.
So Godier has given out that entire song, that entire beat and melody for free. Anyone can use it now. It's not public domain.
Oh, the anxiety song.
I don't...
I 100% think that song is about drugs.
Yeah, so what Doechi is doing, who is just a pretty face with no talent, has decided to take that song and just go anxiety, and that you just say that 100 times and you got a song.
Yep.
And there you go. And you take this beat that has nothing to do with what you're talking about, and then behold, it's now the _1 song in America. That proves that you need no talent. You need no talent.
Question: how does the beat says about what you're talking about?
Do you know about? Do you want me to do the whole YouTuber guy on the internet explains music theory, blah blah blah? Do you want me to do that?
No.
You're not musician, so I don't take you seriously on that.
No.
It's just
Kyle's a musician.
Is all the
yes,
beat
I
is.
am.
If Kyle said that, I would believe him. But
so Kyle, I'm going to put words in Kyle's mouth, and then you just want to say it, so it comes across more reputable.
What?
Talk about music theory.
You're not putting anything inside anyone.
So the whole thing about music nowadays is that you don't need to make good music. You just need to get it on TikTok, and people will remix it however they like.
Stupid. You just need as well as that well, who's that flashing head? Like I think Palfu was his name.
I have no idea.
It was just him singing about dying in his sleep, and then that became a TikTok hit. Even though that song.
How to get the Galliard group bigger? We go on TikTok.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ, no.
If that's the case, then I might leave, guys.
Okay.
Sorry.
Spader.
We're now going to do nothing but post Gaslight District Brain Rot. That's what
Gaslight
the
District
now.
Brain Rot?
Gaslight District, yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is that?
We're just going to post a breadhead doing the floss dance.
Jesus
imagine it has only a pilot and Johnny has already invested half of his life.
I'm already invested in the plot.
Anyway,
yeah. It's simply Dante's Inferno, but with a chick in it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Sean sadly will not be joining us this session, but...
Oh, no! Anyway.
Yes, this session...
Well, actually, said that.
Real quick, last session, what did we do?
We finished job with the bombers and we secured the trash place.
Yes.
Junkyard.
Yeah, that garbage heap has been cleaned.
And then I was my brain was gangbanged by Johnny's decision about his character.
Yes.
You know I'm going with this.
No.
He's an international man mystery.
It's not a mystery. It's.
Anyhow.
It's mind fucking.
Yes.
I think it's like 3 minutes into the video I can swear.
Yes, it is. Anyhow, so we came across a interesting character out in the woods while we were yelling about directions because it was really late and we were trying to evade the authorities. And we happened across a interesting gentleman. Special thank you to whoever the fuck this is down here that made this map. As our new forest friend is leading us through the woods.
Well, splash screens.
What's up?
Yeah, you didn't change. You didn't change
Thanks, man.
screens for us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shit.
We're
I
left
was also
behind.
I was also gonna ask if we've changed off the splash.
Yes, we did. So
All
we're
right.
good there.
Happy 1-year anniversary, Kyle.
Absolutely nothing has changed.
Yes.
Absolutely
This
nothing.
is King Clown 13 maps and illustrations.
Yep,
He's got a Patreon.
he does.
I didn't know. It feels like this is from Total Drama Island, but it's not. It's just
It
the
is
face
not.
is too
It
detailed.
is from the Disney XD show Motor City.
Uh,
It's criminally underrated.
I remember
it got
you
20
telling me about
episodes,
this now.
and
Okay.
it was awesome.
Yeah, you told me about this before.
Yes.
Oh.
Anyhow, come on down. Don't be shy. Step right up. There are plenty of comforts abound in my humble little abode.
Let's see. I'm just gonna. Don't mind if I do follow after him.
As the rest, Cleft, I know you said you were following a lot more slowly. Siddhartha still chasing after, ends the road to try and sway her opinion. Please place your tokens. Where have you?
See, Kyle, you see, same song or different song? See,
Blame me something like,
I got something for you.
I don't know, desertish, I guess.
Desert. I had something a little bit more ambient in mind.
Oh, whatever works.
It's here. See, go ahead, get this going.
Let me actually
here
put
we are.
myself in streamer mode so I don't get all the blonks from Discord.
Yeah, Blanc.
Yes.
It's more immersive. It pulls you right out of the scene.
It does. Anyhow, so, from what you can see, it looks to be, a trailer sitting in the middle of the woods. The windows have been covered up with black paper and tape and cardboard and stuff. As Duke sort of saunters about, dances, and gestures for everybody to come on in. Now, before I proceed, would anybody care for a beverage of any sort? Beer, wine, whiskey, whatever have you.
See, I'm not supposed to be drinking. It's fetal alcohol syndrome is a thing. I've seen it before.
Oh, you got a little wolf brewing in there? That's adorable. So, wait a minute. If you was looking for action, honey, where is your baby daddy?
Well,
No. Don't talk. Come on in, enjoy some comfort with me, and regale me your tale, and I might have some interesting things to tell you. As vampires in the business of dealing information.
I'm going to turn. I'm going to look at on Leafs. Going to point a finger at him. Do not kill him. Do not do it.
You are not in position to give me orders.
See, we're doing things like in the old days. He's mine. I'm calling Kim. You're going to keep your hands off him. You remember how you would always call shots? You always said that's your kill. This is mine. Hands off.
I have only one thing to say.
I'm waiting for you.
Do this.
Don't do this. And what is this supposed to be?
I'm giving her a look like seriously asking.
Do you think I'm not in control?
I'm not changing my expression.
This isn't going to be like Tube Steak all over again. I know what I'm doing this time around. Who? What? Oh, it's Siddhartha. Okay.
I'm sorry. Who is this tube steak?
See, I said out loud, didn't I? Okay. Fuck you. You don't get to know. All right. So you said Duke is your name. Do you just have just clean water I can drink?
I got some clean water. I got some jugs of it laying around.
Yeah.
Come on
Alright,
in. It's all comfy in here. He's going to leave the door open and just sort of saunter on into his trailer.
I have an obnoxious little brother who keeps getting in my way. Autumn.
There's not a body there, by the way. That's just part of the set.
Would you just fuck off already? I'm trying to do something.
I'm just gonna be watching.
See here. All right. Yep. I'm gonna look over. Oh, you're gonna be watching.
For you not doing something stupid.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm just gonna go ahead and walk in. Yeah, you're
The
gonna find out
whole
what's
place smells like a casino. It smells like whatever the hell kind of, air perfume they put in there. It smells like roses and sages and some honey and, a slight lingering of cigarette smoke.
Question.
Yes.
Can you fit in that door in Krynos form?
It is pretty tight. She has to sort of duck down and get on all fours a little bit. The ceiling's kind of, and you can feel the suspension sort of creaking under you.
Yeah,
I'm
not
whoa,
touching
now
this.
be careful with that suspension there.
See, I'll look out. I'm not gonna get too crazy. I want to make sure this can still move.
I mean, it don't move much,
Your
but I
words
like that
don't
it
concern
can.
me.
See, and yes, I will be standing cross-form the whole time.
Well, that's an interesting proposition. Shit, I wonder
After
I
all,
can fit.
You are a vampire after all. Don't think I forgot that.
Oh, given the state of you, I casted no aspersions that you was out of the loop, darling. And what about your father-bred friend over yonder? What be his name?
Currently it's the cuck, which is what he wants to be.
He's going to approach with the glass of water. Should I get him like a doggy bowl or something?
Let's see. You can, and also some medicine in advance for his blue balls. Yeah.
You got a sense of humor on you. I dig that indeed. He's going to set the
we
water
need-
on the table for you and run over to grab a bowl for Autumn Leaves.
I'll grab it between just my index finger and my thumb.
He wasn't thinking about that. All of his glasses are just kind of like normal sized.
And I'm gonna look over. We need to teach Autumn how to have a sense of humor as well. He's not necessarily joyless, but a lot of human customs are lost upon him.
Well, I can't imagine everyone. The few girls that I've met have been rather flat-faced, if I may say so. Here you are, boy. And he's going to sit the thing of water down by there, and he's going to sort of flop down on the couch. Is your friend...
Give me a bowl.
Yes,
Yeah.
a bowl of water.
Yeah.
When he has it in his hands, I want to strike the bowl into the fucking wall.
Okay, roll me Dex and Brawl, difficulty 6.
Is it glass or plastic?
I don't want to hurt him. I want to destroy the fucking bowl.
Yeah, it's just like a metal cooking bowl, but yeah, you can roll Dex and Brawl to try and hit the bowl out of his hands.
Difficulty 7.
6.
Okay.
Looking at this. Smack the bowl. Let's see, ungrateful doggy.
You miss it as he flinches a little bit, but sets it down and retreats back over to his couch and sits down.
Yeah. Watch your hands around him. One of our other pack members, Cleft, has lost his hand multiple times to that mouth.
Indeed. Are your friends going to come inside and chill out for a little bit? They can turn the driver's seat around and relax with the rest of us. I mean, I did invite y'all in.
Invite y'all in, and you were thinking about... Now, I don't want to turn away my other pack members, but here I thought you were alluding to something a little bit more private earlier.
I got privacy in the back, girl. I got a lock on the door and everything. I just figured as a bit of a general professional courtesy, I'll let y'all spend the night since you seemed a little bit wayward on your journey. Is a vampire, disallowed from simple hospitality?
Now, I do appreciate the offer, but I do have to ask you, where is the rest of your coterie?
I beg your pardon?
The rest of your coterie. There's no way a vampire is traveling by himself in a rural environment like this. You have to know the risk involved.
Oh my God.
Why do things to words?
My dear girl. See, here's the interesting thing about us Raveners is that we are wandering folk. Like, sure, we pal around with the occasional coterie from time to time, but, well, They just don't fancy my light fingers, my light-hearted sense of humor. There's a lot of things that a lot of coders don't fancy about Ravenous, which is why I tend to keep to myself. Sure, there's a bit of danger on the road, but that's what I got a fine set of wheels for. I can get away whenever I like. And I'd rather like that.
Leech's tribe is disliked. No allies. Easy target.
Ouch. You wound me, Red Man. Look, I just
Question,
like having a
that's
bit of
not-
privacy.
I'm saying this in by the way, all of what I'm saying right now is in Garo language.
Oh, so you
I don't
can't
know
actually
if
hear
you-
that. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over him. He's saying that this what my lunatic little brother is trying to tell me is that this seems a little bit foolhardy on your part. You have to know that we Geru always travel in packs. There's no Ronin in this area, and if we wanted to, we could behead you.
Well, I'm well aware of that, but, like I said, the trade of information is a valuable one. One of my major specialties. Which reminds me, y'all said that you was heading to Charlotte. For God's sake, are they going to come in or not?
See, I'm looking at that. More than likely not. No, Sid and Clef tend to watch me from a distance whenever they think I'm doing something stupid.
Meanwhile, outside, should we go in there after her? I think we should. It'd be rather dangerous for them to go in there all alone.
See, Clef, you got an idea?
Fine.
Clefton or Siddhartha and Trish are gonna look at each other and slowly follow after you.
He's gonna enter in. And he's gonna have Ma and Pa resting on their shoulder, and he's gonna lean against this chair, just
Hey,
watching the
there
place.
we are. See, ain't everybody all nice and cozy out of the wind and humidity outside? That is a fine piece of equipment there, young man. What you say your name is?
Tyler.
Is it?
Tyler, my man. I'm my man who accompanies himself with both fine company and fine hardware. What would you say your line of work is?
Moonshine.
You don't say. Actual Appalachia shining.
I suppose.
Oh, hang on just one moment. He's going to run into the back real quick. You hear him rummaging around a little bit, and he runs back out, leaps over the couch, and arrives with like $50. I'll take 2.
Is it? You take 2.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Good
Seems like you got a customer.
We got ourselves a bargain. Woo! I'm going to be enjoying this.
When Clef's living and he just, I don't know, behind or near Autolisk, he's going to say, "You a sellout."
No, but money is money. I don't get a lot of it being who I am.
Money is a paper made of the Gaia.
Money buys bullets.
You don't need bullets.
Yes.
Good, we agree you don't need bullets.
No, I need bullets.
Then you're weak.
Yeah. Okay, ends the road. And I'll walk away.
Is it? You're
I'm
finally
gonna
starting
break
to see
his
things.
fucking leg.
You're starting to see things eye to eye with me at long last, Adam.
What do you mean? I always had a weaver weapon.
But now I've been trying to point out that he's relying too much on guns. If anything gets in his face, he crumbles. You remember I knocked his ass out in one punch.
So, most of the crumbles at your one punch.
Y'all go traveling packs and you've been knocking out your own pack mates. That doesn't seem rather becoming of a good teammate. Far be it from me want to talk as somebody who's been thrown out of several teams for several different reasons.
You've had a jaded past with multiple members of different packs.
Oh, all of that jaded and harshness is all one-sided, darling. Like I said, vampires are so dour and so dramatic and so wrapped up in their own schemes to see all the light-hearted fun and joy of an unlife.
Now, you're not with the Camarilla. Is there a reason behind that?
Oh, I am flattered and thrilled and excited that you ask. And forgive me for answering a question with a question. You are headed to Charlotte, is you not?
That's true, yes.
Like I said in the farce, the stars have aligned. I'm not Camarilla for a very, very good reason. Now, you might know a vampire down there who happens to be of rather high estate. A man who goes by the name of Master Lucas Aurelius. Runs Aurelius Trust and Banking down there in downtown Charlotte. Fine little enterprise he's got. Another real dour, uptight, silver spoon up his ass sort of man. Now, interesting thing about him is he's a purveyor and collector of fine antique wares, one of which, well, I just couldn't help but get my light little fingers on. And so I swiped it out from under him. He wrongfully accused me I was doing a favor for a Nosferatu friend of mine, and he did not buy my story 6 ways from Sunday. And so he got his attack dog, mean old Mother Humper, by the name of, if my memory serves me right, if you have to pardon me, there's so many names in my Rolodex I can barely keep track of them now. Chase Carter. He's a Bruja, an old Bruja. That sumbitch been around about as long as Lucas has. He's been the police chief, or acting police chief, or shadow puppet of the police chief for the better part of about 2 centuries. So he has got a mean streak a mile wide. That is a vampire you do not want to get on the bad side of, let me tell you.
How many is 2 centuries?
Autumn, they're vampires. They don't age.
Why do you keep saying vampire? They leeches.
See,
say what Lifty says.
See, when in Rome, you do as Romans do.
No.
I like him more every minute.
You do what Garo do. Because if Garo not a Roro. What you said.
But we're just having a debate over terminology. Don't mind the commentary. We're not thinking about anything.
No. I'm sitting pretty, so don't you worry.
But if memory serves, you said Bruja, right? Those are the speedy ones?
Quick, strong, and mean. I barely survived. I created a shiny mirror image of myself to distract his rage while I slipped away unnoticed. Jacked this fine little ride here and hightailed it on out of there. That was, reckon, I'll say about, that had to have been about 6 or 7 years ago, I reckon.
And you didn't join with the Sabbat?
No. As lighthearted and as jovial and as smiling, sunshine and rainbows as I am, despite my aversion to the sunshine, I couldn't join with a legion of dour killers like that. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I see. So the machinations of La Sombra and the creepy Zamichi did not tickle your fancy. I see. I struggle to see myself in a crowd like that myself.
I would rather avoid at all costs to stay in the smoke and mirror show of the La Sombra, and most certainly not be turned into a human pretzel by Zamichi. Therefore, yeah. I've elected to want a bout of my own, picking up whoever needs a ride, so to speak.
When it comes to your society, I'm more familiar with the Sabbat than I am with the Camarilla. The Camarilla doesn't have much of a presence in Canada.
Yeah, there ain't a whole lot up there, is there? I, myself, I've only been briefly. Oh, goodness, that had to have been, good Good God, that was probably in the 1800s, I think. I'm rambling now. Cleft, you may reintroduce yourself back into the scene if you would like.
You step in. The milkman has arrived. He ain't muted, is he?
I don't
No.
believe so. He was just coming back in with
there
a
he is.
shine.
All right. Yeah, there he is.
I was just moving.
All right.
He's got 2 jars of shine. These, I gotta say, are the worst of his batch.
The worst.
They are the most, they're the closest to ethanol.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a
Oh,
vampire.
fuck.
He's not gonna care.
Fucking hell, I can
Sweet
smell that.
Distillation. May I sample the product if you don't mind? I did pay you, did I?
Yeah. Here.
Excellent.
I'll hand it to him.
That's potent stuff there, buddy.
That's all I make.
Whew. Well, even if it won't start my engine, it'd certainly start the truck's engine. Regardless, I am thankful. Please, find yourself a seat, and may I grab you something to drink as well?
No, I'm all set.
Indeed.
I tend to not drink anything a vampire gives me. No offense.
None taken. I understand that the rest of my kind are not the most trustworthy.
I don't know what this is, but I'm leaning up against it.
You look over. It is a fish tank.
Well,
What's in
maybe
the
not
fish
leaning
tank?
against it.
It is a couple of goldfish.
Let's see. All right. Take a look at this. See,
Shotgun's still in hand.
Yes.
Yeah. As I'm looking back over, you mentioned that there was a third group. What did you refer to them as? Anarchs?
Piled around with a couple of them in Florida. Good God, that was 10 years ago. Some fat Japanese guy. What was his name? Newsum. I couldn't tell you. He was a right sumbitch, but he sold good product. Let me tell you.
Isn't that a woman's name in Japanese?
I don't know. I ain't never been there. Anyway, so if y'all are indeed heading to Charlotte, I have a rather unique proposal.
All right, we're doing a business deal with the vampire. Okay.
So
All right, what are you proposing?
what I ask of you is not necessarily an easy thing, but given by the state of all of you, y'all seem rather well put together, I'd imagine. Therefore, I believe it would be in your best interest, since you seem like you are down on business, as Gara usually are. Us Ravenels have a bit of a tradition whenever we're driven out of town. And whenever we are unrightfully driven from a stable place, we tend to pull a couple of strings behind the scenes. This could be anything from a couple ledges missing from very important places, or an entire city block burnt to the ground by angry, disaffected youth. Now, say this is an ace in the hole, so to speak. Mr. Lucas Aurelius, as you are already aware of, is in possession of some very, very important artifacts, some of which, I reckon, by the looks of them, might even have belonged to some folks like you.
That's entirely possible. So, possible fetishes or relics, anything Native American themed in that.
Well, given Lucas's other contact over in Chattanooga, a Tremere who goes by the name of John Petticotton, both of them share Satan. Oh goodness gracious, how should I put this without being vulgar? The way they talk about these things, it makes it real difficult to be polite to diverse company, if you'll pardon me. They seem to acquire artifacts from ancient civilizations. Pardon me, there's very little I know about the Gera, despite having met a handful of them. Where did you say you was from? Canada?
I'm from Nunavut specifically.
So Native American werewolf. Yeah, so they would have a handful of artifacts of such nature.
I see. So middle brother and younger brother's, older brother's property. All right. Well, all right. You have my interest.
So, I would need a little bit of payment. One of them I would like in my possession as a bartering chip for some other teensy-weensy little errands I got to take care of around these parts here. As you can see, I am a mobile vampire despite being on my own. I need you to bring me this artifact. It's a real pretty little thing. It was a necklace made out of this real tight string and a couple of shells painted with little flecks of red all along them and little jewels encrusted in the neck, right where the shells meet the necklace itself. I want that one. Everything else around is fair game.
Little jewel necklace with little specs. I see.
So, that being said, you grab that necklace, make your way back over yonder, and you get a free treatment from me to solve whatever issue you like. If you got the law on your tail, bam, right on the other side of town. If you've messed around with the wrong group of vampires, bam, a couple more Avnos hop out of the shadows to come help you. Maybe an Nosferatu or two. Them bastards are strong, let me tell you. What I'm saying is a favor for a favor, quid pro quo, this for that, a little bit of bartering. You get me an artifact, you get your pick of the litter of them artifacts, and I get you a treatment.
Now, you described to me that you are a thief. If I'm right about Camarilla, what prevents you from doing the job on your own?
Well, like I said, I've already been running out of town. If I so much as show my face anywhere from Noda to downtown, I'll have red dots on me lighting me up like a Christmas tree, darling.
And where is this artifact at? This necklace?
So, Mr. Aurelius, and I've only been there once, which is, well, how I found myself back on the road again in the first place. At the very top of his tower is his penthouse, and he don't like to leave for very much of anything, unless, of course, certain attention calls to it. Therefore, if you find your way up to the very top of Aurelius's little ivory tower, you can find a vault in there that gives you every artifact you need, as well as a couple of stacks to stuff your pockets with, which, I ain't got much use for that myself. I mean, the life on the road is right easy and cheap for me. But you find your way up past the bouginess of the front desk, past the banality of the office workers, past the bullets and guards that patrol around that little penthouse floor of his, and past whatever nastiness that he's borrowed from his Tremere friend. And I reckon you might find yourself some pretty equipment. What say you?
I'll look over my shoulder at...
Playboys outside, no.
He wants to...
I know what I want. He doesn't know to need. No, we need outside now.
Well, I'm going to lean forward on the table, just put both my elbows on it, just pinch the bridge of my nose.
I'm gonna take both of my hands and pinch her ears and drag her by her ears.
See. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put the water on the table and just get up.
I'm not going nowhere. And he's going to wait around and, spit some of his Vitae into the moonshine and take a sip and recoil a bit, shake and shiver,
that's how I do
and
it.
take another sip.
He's gonna vomit in an hour.
He is.
Slice of life, baby.
That's why he drops. That's why he puts his Vitae in it so he can drink it.
It is. He's got to get a syringe injected into his... He's got like an IV for that.
Yeah.
Yes. So
moonshine to an animal.
Okay.
So the Playboys are retreating outside to talk shop, I imagine.
Yeah.
Full Garu, guys. No stupid English. No Homet language. Bulgaro.
Yes.
Cleft.
Clef,
Move
you
your
fucking
token.
hayseed. He gets exempt.
Okay.
I
I don't
know
like
he
this
is.
leech. I want to kill him.
See, I've already told you that it's going to be me.
Still, I don't like him.
So you're going to honor that I called the kill first. If you have any honor still left within you, and I'm going to do it myself.
Don't tell me about honor. I'm keeping my word always. Not like you.
Yeah.
But
Are you
first
doing that
of
because
all-
you're? Is that your own decision, or is it just because you're a Philodux and you're trying so hard to be the best judge you can be?
Bro, we born with the auspice. We are the auspice.
And you just let that control you.
He is making a sound decision. Still, his artifacts may help us later if we are to go after the Green Dragon.
True.
We ought to go.
If they are truly fetishes, we need to take them back from the hands of the leech of the old building.
Seems
So
pretty
he's gonna be
dangerous,
our
but
way in.
given the look of all of, well, I mean, some of us might be able to pass for it. Siddhartha, Clef, myself, maybe. Maybe Ensign Hamid form could get past all of the regular human society.
So you're the odd one out here on
In
him.
Homid forms neither building. Go into the Umbra and just go into that room.
I mean, that works. But if he's offering to get the cops off us, why don't we just stick the place up?
That
Which will work
might
too.
offer more trouble than what it's worth. Violence only begets more violence, especially in a place like that.
Sid, you've been with me for how long? Do you know
But
who you're
we
talking
need-
to?
We love violence here. I don't know what you're saying, but also, I don't need more Homids on our tail. There's also the veil to uphold.
True
Well-
as well. We could probably sneak our way through some of it in the Umbra, but he did warn of some traps laid by a Tremere, and Tremere are powerful.
Siddhartha,
So,
isn't there
we
a gift?
go into the building, or I don't know.
There's a gift that exists called Rooftop Runner, as I've heard it called in the past. Is it possible that I could just get my hands on that?
Let me look into that real quick. Rooftop Runner is...
Hamid gift?
Oh, is it a Hamid gift?
Yeah.
Well, if we are going into a city, I suppose I could find it.
After all, we just make a beeline straight for the penthouse in that case. Step sideways once we're inside the penthouse, go in, grab what we've got, and then get out.
That is true, but then again, you would be the only one to get in there. The rest of us would be stuck, and if you do face something that, well, you might not be able to handle, then you might be on your own.
What are you saying?
That's how she likes it anyway.
As Spock.
If she's the only
can
one with
handle it.
Rooftop Runner, then we might be at a disadvantage.
I can handle it by myself. Let the glory be mine.
No, we need to stick together for Gaya's sake.
So where are you gonna be? You're gonna be the neighbor's pit bull barking up a storm on the sidewalk?
I'm gonna be in the Umbra. Why do you always saying pitbull? What is pitbull?
Let's see.
It is a breed of
duh,
dog.
With a fat head.
Yeah, they're mean.
But
I mean, I've met some that are sweet.
so, if you're this concerned about me, then why don't you be in the Umbra during this time as a lookout, making sure no wild or wormish or weaver spirits are coming after me?
That makes more sense. I think it's still a
We
dangerous
gonna
task.
all be in the Umbra. It's not that difficult.
The other half
And
of
you
this
stand
is
there and make
he
sure nothing
asked
chases
for one
me.
of the artifacts.
Oh yeah, artifacts in the material world.
Right, so somebody's gotta step in there and that'll be me.
But still, it's a fetish, so if it's a fetish, it still will come into the Umbra of us.
Which is why I'm leaving in the material plane. Because not every fetish can do that. If it stays behind, somebody has to retrieve it.
What? All fetishes do that. What do you mean?
See, are you sure about that?
Yeah. That's how fetishes work.
You assume this to be the case. There's always the possibility that we're wrong about this.
If it's not the fetish, it's not my problem to want this.
There's also all the money and other resources that are inside that vault as well. I can't go into the Umbra.
So?
The money isn't really
That
what
will
we're
be
after,
there for
is it?
me. Oh, absolutely.
We don't need money. Why everyone wants money?
So you can buy stuff like food?
We can't.
Aha.
It's
This
that
is fun.
easy. Solution at its finest. I don't know what you like. Oh, we need money because we need food. Like you not can go into grinders and eat anything.
It's more information. It's more than just food.
Burning with other Hamids. That's what it's used for.
Ahmed.
Like it or
Yes.
not, we're going to have to go to where the Hamid are if we want these artifacts.
If so, what is this roof runner is as a gift?
It's a gift that allows its user to run across walls with tremendous speed. Even straight up vertical walls, the tallest of them, almost like a spider.
Vertical?
Yes, straight up and down.
Oh, okay.
Take the tallest tree in the forest. If Ends the Road had that gift, she'd be able to run up it with ease.
I know what, when you said up and down, I can imagine that.
And this would be the ability to do so on a concrete wall, several stories high. So all I need to do is just sprint up that wall, just smash my way or step my way into that penthouse, and then just work from there.
You can go in the building and by the building. You don't need to run up.
Run outside. What? And go right where everyone that may or may not have a silver bullet's waiting for me?
In the Umbra, there are no silver bullets.
Which, not every bit of treasure's in the Umbra, so we need to go into the material plane at some point. So, I think we've got this already set up. I'll be the one retrieving this. After all, I'm the one that chose to speak to this Ravnos. If you're so insistent on me taking responsibility for everything I do, then this is my op. I make the calls with this one. Fair is fair, after all, isn't it, Autumn?
Is she undermining your authority again?
When
Yes
does she
and
do
no.
that?
She asked for permission to do that.
Yeah, but she ignored you getting here.
And you'll look over at Autumn. How are you enforcing this authority? This is an honest question, Autumn. How are you enforcing it? You're trying to lay claim with tooth and fury. So how loud do you need to growl before you realize that I'm not listening?
That's the question I'm asking myself.
So
when we
not...
gonna go to the city with the leeches, we're gonna fully say what the plan is. But right now, you have that kill, but no more than kill.
You know I'm gonna play with my food first.
Don't play like you play with a mate. Don't laugh.
Mm.
I'm gonna watch when you why you kill him. No games.
Alright. If you want to be in the room so badly, do it while you're in the Umbra.
Don't do this thing. Only my turning world. And if I see at least one thing, I'm gonna kill him and punish you. You didn't eat the heart when we defeated the White.
Of course not. That heart was tainted. I wasn't going to do that.
Oh. But you wanted to eat the I don't know, the black leech with the drugs.
That was a good high too. So,
laugh one more time.
I think
I dare you.
I believe we can table this discussion for now on.
No. I dare you laugh again.
You're going to attack me again?
Not only me.
I'm going to look over at Cleft. See, so you're just going to let him do it instead? I'll look over at Cleft.
Do it instead.
Isn't he the alpha? He doesn't decide what we do.
Cleft, you're not your own man.
I mean, obviously I am my own man, but we do follow the alpha for a reason.
Which is why you're going to stick as a bonar and you're never going to rise above this station.
You will never rise above the station.
See,
I
have no desire to go above my station.
So
I don't see need for it.
Yeah, why are you a bonar to begin with?
Because I like making moonshine and I like cooking.
Because you've grown comfortable where you are.
And
do you have no greater aspirations? Do you not want glory to your name, power, anything like that? You just want to gain capital in a human business adventure, and that's it?
We can't gain anything more than, what is it, $10,000? $1,000 as a bonar. So it's not all about money. I'm just doing what I like.
Mm-hmm.
At any point, I can leave this pack if I so choose and head back to the normal life that I was living. But I don't want to. You guys are fun. I like hanging out with you.
Clef, you know I'm being the bitch with you because I know you can do more than this.
Sure.
I told this to Trish while we were in the car.
I also think you can be more than what you present yourself as.
Cleft, you have the chance to change. If I was going to change, that door's already closed.
No.
Not always. The door to change never really closes.
All right.
Only the perspective closes it.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pound my fist on his door. Can you say something to break this up?
Actually, I was just about to say it sounded like a rather heated discussion out there. Let me know if y'all need another minute.
I'm declaring that we agree on this leeches deal. I'm gonna retrieve the fetishes from that leech. The other leech.
He's going to look at you and then look at... I assume you're still speaking Garo.
Yeah.
I only speak Garo.
I'll say what Vaughn said verbatim.
So we have ourselves a deal. And you get yourselves one free treatment. Tell you what, when you bring that artifact back to me, I'll even spill a little bit of tea on Mr. Petticotton over in Chattanooga. Fair?
Mm-hmm. That's I can agree to that. Yeah.
Lovely. Now, come on in, enjoy yourselves, relax for the evening. It's getting late here. Oh, good God, it's 11 o'clock there, boss. It's late out here, isn't it? Anyway, come on inside, make yourselves comfortable. You can stay however, wherever you like for all night if you like. Of course, like I said, I may not be around to greet you in the morning. I need my beauty rest in the daytime. You know how it is, being a canine.
Right. You have a coffin in this RV?
Nah, just blacked at the windows.
And you're going to need somebody to look after you, aren't you?
Well, not really. I'm pretty well hidden out here. Most folks think that this is abandoned, but like I said, I move around a lot, so I'll stay here a couple nights, and then if the hunt no good, I move on. You know, I'm a wandering soul at heart.
I see. All right. I'm willing to give this a shot. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to see about moving past Clef and step into the RV again.
As you do, we'll step aside. I just can't move my toe.
They're welcome to sleep here in the cab and the chairs and on the couches, wherever they like.
All right, I'm going to go around. I'm going to walk around on my knees while I'm in this trailer.
Well, you can like sort of crouch walk, but like you got to have like one hand on the ground and one hand to make sure your head doesn't bump the ceiling.
Got it. Let's see.
Is this the type of RV where these chairs turn around?
Yes.
Specifically this one?
Yes.
All right. That's where I'll sleep. And I'll face the chair this way, and I'll have my shotgun resting across my lap.
Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead, start walking back over here.
Is my common sense going off?
It has been screaming at you for the better part of since you walked over here.
Yeah, I don't like this. I'm sleeping with the shotgun. Already loaded, safety off, and just... Maybe he won't sleep tonight. Especially if that common sense is going off, and it's just...
I'm gonna wait outside if anyone needs me. And she's actually gonna shift into her lupus form and sleep outside the door. Oh, wait, no, that's...
Should be the first one to be eaten by the returning coterie. If there is one.
Don't go too far as she leaves.
I'm just staying outside. If anything goes wrong, wake me.
You'll hear it. And he points to the shotgun.
Yeah. And she's gonna curl up and like lay down in her lupus form down here.
All right. So, dude, the cuck is following me. Just a fair warning.
He's more than welcome to watch. He ain't gonna like what he sees, though. As he's gonna just kind of fall on the bed. As you can see, the window is very well taped up with like black paper and cardboard just taped up as tight as it can be.
I see you don't take this one. You don't take this on the street?
I do. I take him down at night.
All right. As we want to look at him, he's on the bed.
Yep.
See, don't mind if I do crawl up onto it.
I've never slept with a lady in her full like woven form. Is this bestiality? I feel like this is bestiality.
I'm not all wolf, but I'm not all woman either.
This is fucking weird, even for our kind.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna look over.
Go ahead.
You want to watch this, didn't you?
If you're gonna do anything, I'm slashing you across your fucking back. Remember that you have a mate and you have a child, and this is a leash.
Now tell
if you
me
have anything left in that thick skull of yours, you're not gonna do it.
Now tell me, what do you think mating is?
Mating is finding a mate and procreating to make new generation of kinfolk or garu.
I'm gonna look over. I'm just gonna rest 2 fingers over Duke's pants. Do these still work?
Of course it still works. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had you in here.
No, are you sterile?
Well, no, I'm dead, technically.
I'm gonna look over at Autumn. Now, your leech can't produce anything like that. I can't make a medicine or Hamid even if I tried with him.
Do you think I'm fucking stupid? I know sex when I see one. I'm not blind.
Mm-hmm.
This is still very, very wrong.
See. So, your definition, it's just procreation,
Definition
that's
of
it?
mating is different than definition of sex.
Now tell me what you think that is.
Sex is the act of lust created by Homet, stupid fucking act of procreating simply for pleasure and to not create nothing, only to invite worm in.
And in what position are the man and woman in that scenario?
Doesn't matter.
See, you want to get semantic with me, Philodox. You're going to tell me.
Off and your back will be red.
Now, you said you're just going to watch.
I am sad that this game is yours. Doesn't matter. But if you're pulling something off, I'm gonna hurt you.
Are you
So I'm
two
not gonna hurt your victim. I'm gonna hurt you.
Are you two like together or something? Is that why he's making such a fuss about this? I know you called him the cuck, but I didn't think he was serious.
He's my adopted little brother.
How old
so
is
to
he?
speak. He's younger than me.
And how old are you?
19.
Oh shit, then he's 17. He shouldn't be in here.
You're stupid. By common years, I'm like 20.
How many years have you been alive on the earth?
Do you think I fucking count? I just look older than you in Homer's form.
So in your canine years, you're saying it's 20. So that is, if I'm going to divide that 20 by 7, that's going to give you 3 at the very most. Which means that you were not on this earth until 1995.
So?
See, how many years have I been on here?
Oh wait, no, you're talking in. I keep forgetting you're talking in Garo.
Garo.
Yeah. I was born in 1979. I'm older than you.
But you act very childish.
Like you're not some sort of kid on your own.
Oh, innocent me. Oh, stupid me, huh?
Autumn, I'm asking you again, are these your thoughts, or are you doing this just because you're Philodox?
This is my thoughts. I'm caring about you and your corruption. You saying something about hell, which I don't know what it is. And now you're doing this with a leech. A leech.
Mm-hmm. And why have you got such a massive issue with this?
Leeches are of the worm. Black spiral dusting wasn't enough.
All right, now I'm invigorated by the dulcet tones of Wolfgang, but I'm getting a little bit tired of this. And he is going to roll charisma and performance. And does he need to? Yes, he does need to spend one of those. Let me mark that off. And he's got a lot of these.
He's using discipline.
Yep. So that's charisma and performance. Yep. Roll. Oh, jeez, I gotta get my thing out for that. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The dice roller.
Yep.
See.
And that is 2 successes. Let's
For
see.
everyone at home, what discipline is this?
That is awe. He has presence.
Oh, fuck.
And everyone, please make
what?
a willpower roll.
0 power. I'm seeing if there. I'm seeing
He wants
is
me
or
to
safe.
What?
See, how
He
many
wants me
factors?
to watch. It's all.
Let's see.
I'm just gonna look at him.
No, there's no save for this.
Is there not? I thought you roll your willpower against it.
There's no there's no save. It just goes off.
No, it's all. But it's.
Yeah.
It works.
Meaning that me and Autumn are both fixated with him for the scene.
See, that's great. Now, you, sir, you just be kindly and rest up on that couch over yonder, if you like. We have business to attend to.
I'm slowly backing out. And I have you in high regards. Don't do this.
You are transfixated for the next 6 seconds as you reach for him.
Yeah, I'm backing up. I'm
Yeah,
talking
no.
slower.
Autumn Leafs is reaching for him. Both of you do me a favor. Roll me your permanent willpower at difficulty 7.
See, permanent willpower. All right. Let's see, permanent willpower diff 7. Let's do it. 2 successes.
2 successes against his awe, which was also 2 successes. Ends, you break out of it. You realize he was starting to mess with your mind.
Difficulty 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
1, you don't
God.
make it. You are still transfixed. Ends the road. He was just trying to pull you away. Autumn Leafs is backed off. Are you still going to do that even after he just did that?
Yeah. What did you just do?
Oh, just a little bit of trickery. Like I said, us Ravnos and natural tricks this. It got your brother to back off a little bit. Now, come here. We had some, little bit of business to attend to, like I said.
Yeah, he's trying to promote from cuck to cock blocker.
Yeah, he is. Come on down here.
Now, let me ask you a few questions before we start.
We've had so many questions. Why keep me waiting?
How rough do you like it?
Well, as long as I can walk the next day, I don't rightly care.
Are you okay with scratches?
I've been scratched before. I've been around a long time.
Do you feel pain?
Of course I feel pain. I might be undead, but I'm not dead.
Are you okay with slashes?
That's something to brag about to other coteries. I'd say I tussled with a werewolf and walked away with just a couple of victory scars.
You know those pictures in magazines where the woman in question has white going from down here all the way across her chest?
I think I've scanned the tabloids, yeah.
This is a very, very small RV.
Yes,
Left
it
is
is.
going to go collect the cars, bring them down, and sleep in the car.
Yes. Yeah, Siddhartha will actually stay here just in case.
See,
Actually,
I want to try
I'll take Siddhartha
recreating-
with you just to generate a little bit of dialogue if you like.
I want to try recreating that with your vitae. Do you think you got enough blood for that?
Well, that all depends. How much of it do you need?
See, enough to cover my entire torso and chest.
Well, I might be a pretty sizable blood bag then. I think we might be able to make that work. Tell me, you Garrow get that same buzz off in it that regular humans do?
See, it makes my throat burn when I drink it.
Oh, well, I can give you some whenever you like. Autumn Leafs, you may re-roll your willpower.
See what we got.
Wait, it's still 3D10. So
It is still your...
310.
Oh, the first one, sorry.
The first
Double
one.
check.
What?
You shake yourself off just as she's starting to go down. Although it should technically be for the rest of the scene, but still.
You failed me for the last time, man.
See.
Duke the Ravnos is going to turn your head back and try to put
Oh, I'm living. I'm leaving the RV.
not you.
Yeah.
Ends the road. He's going to reach up and try to kiss you.
There it is. See, that's how he handles like a full like the French kiss.
Yep. Anyway, while So Cleft and Siddhartha are about to leave the truck to go, or about to leave the RV to go get their truck. What's going on?
And
I
fail
feel
me
like
for the
this
last
pack
time.
is falling apart.
Yes.
No. Only one element is. Siddhartha,
Yes.
contact her immediately.
He's not going to like this. I'll talk to him.
We both do.
And he's going to use the mirror of the RV to step sideways.
Cleft,
Cleft went to go grab the covers.
Yeah, bring the trucks closer.
okay.
As of right now, we've abandoned them on the side of a road.
Yes, it's a good idea. Trish is actually going to shift back into Hamid form and go help you collect them.
Go into the Umbra as well.
Okay. Do me a favor, roll me Gnosis difficulty 6. You have the truck's mirror, which makes it easy, which, you have your mirror there.
Okay. Boom. Difficulty 6, you said?
Yes, you are immediately through the Umbra. It's a pretty wild area all around this place. You can still sense the presence of the wild here in this very remote town. You see wind spirits, you see deer spirits, you see a couple of loons walking around. This is a rather clear, dark night.
All right. Don't mind if I do. Give us some more forest music.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Now, where's the thing?
Okay, so we need to go contact Hare then. He usually comes to us, which is odd, so let me think about how I could find him. I think we need to find a rabbit's den.
I'm gonna sniff for rabbits then.
Okay, do me a favor, roll me a perception and primal urge.
Let's find out what a Hassenpfeffer is.
Difficulty 6.
Okay.
See if we can find it. It's a rabbit season.
Perception and primal urge. Where is it?
The Purge, as it's colloquially called.
By Red Talons, it's a purge.
It's a purge. Every day's the Purge.
Difficulty
Is there a
6,
movie?
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
difficulty 6.
Oh,
Yeah,
What
failed
the-
successfully.
You are
point
still
of rage.
very, very, yes, a point of rage, and you are still, you can't even tell if you're furious or disappointed. Maybe both.
both.
But it distracts you so badly that you can't seem to get the scent trail right. Allow me. Siddhartha will try to roll himself. Let's see here. I actually need to get Siddhartha's sheet out. Siddhartha. Over here. Over here. And let's see here. He is going to roll perception and primal urge as well, and he's got a lot. Holy shit! And he is going to be he's in lupus form for this.
Minus the difficulty, so it will be 4.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's right. You have keen senses, don't you? Or predator sense.
Yeah.
I mean, he is in the lupus. I'm still in Krynos.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, that's why it's 6, not 4.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're in lupus, it's -2 to perception checks.
Yep. Oh no, he is on it. He is immediately on
massive.
it. Matter of fact, there's
What
one
is
right
it?
over here.
9, 10.
Jesus Christ. Yep. He sniffs it out immediately. And thinking about it, sticks his nose into the hole and immediately recoils and starts like rubbing his nose as up in the tree chomping on a carrot.
You know, you really should knock before you enter.
Forgive us, her. We have urgent business.
A agent? What kind of agent?
As he slides down the tree and lands in front of you.
Ends the road.
Yeah?
It's less than a day, and she still is what it is.
He is going to just smack a hand over his face and drag it down comically till it snaps back in place.
Some wolves never learn. Where'd she go?
She's in the material world. I wanted to ask you for the advice, and as well as a punishment for her. Permanent punishment.
Ooh. Permanent punishment?
As a member of the Wendigos brood, do you have any authority to make her Ronin?
Well, she does seem to be setting up for that. That is, unless the vampire does something to her that might be worse than that. She's walked into his arms, into his evil clutches. Shouldn't y'all be doing something about that?
I tried. I gave her a choice. She is lucid in that moment and she chose it.
Well, here's the thing, Doc. Between you and me, you might not realize this, but she ain't too smart.
Being smart and choosing simple things is not that difficult.
Well, for someone like her who is, she's been through a lot, but that's no excuse to go around throwing herself to whoever or whatever's out there. To punish her, well, you would be down a real powerful pack member. But it would be better if we could somehow get her away from Mr. Bloodsuck over there.
As a powerful spirit, can you teleport her into the Umbra?
Well, I'll see what I can do.
He is going to run over, ends the road. Roll me a d10.
I was going to say, can I have a small bit with the vampire?
Yes, if you want.
All right.
Were you going to talk to him more, or were you going to do the do?
I add something I want to say to him in character.
Okay.
All right. So, I saw Harris coming in like during this time. Where, like,
well, he's not in there yet. He's in the Umbra. You're in the material plane.
See, I'm now fucking bottom. I'm on top of Duke for this.
He does not care.
See, by this point, truck suits, everything is off. The loins I was wearing are off, and just in the middle, I'm thinking, hang on a second. Yeah, and I'm gonna slowly just push myself off of him.
What's wrong, baby?
You're doing a lot for us, and I'm not going to turn my back to you. I know better than do that to a vampire. I'm gonna just take a few steps back and then just sit down right here.
Relax, darling. Look.
But no, just well, yeah. I thought no, I knew this was a bad idea, and then I did anyway, and I thought I wouldn't care, but I am, and I should probably apologize to you first. I was just trying to get my mind off of it with you. Um, where who's the vampire here? Me or you? Don't laugh. This isn't funny. You said your name is Duke, right?
That's right.
Duke, Duke, I'm a bad girl. Just, not sexually, but just bad in general. Just, I know we were just in the middle of sex. You probably don't want to hear what I'm about to say.
Darling, I've been around for hundreds of years. There ain't nothing that you're gonna say that gonna shock me.
You asked me before about where the baby daddy is, right?
That's right.
I was trying to use you to get away from him because I know that I am not going to be able to live the life with him that he wants me to. And if you've read the news, you probably know this name. I'm not shifting to Hamid form. I know better than that. And I don't like telling people this name. With Canadian news, you heard the name Abigail Montel get passed around?
You're joking.
That's me.
You killed all them people in Canada?
I did.
Well, if it is any condolences, I have slept with some Alcavian that used to stab mothers after they got their newborn babies out and then adopt them. So you are thankfully not the most messed up that I've ever been with, and I'm glad that I'm no longer with her. That was a very short fling of mine. But tell me, how do you know what your baby daddy wants at you?
Well, it's because I'm not being honest with him is what it is. Autumn leaves that my little brother over there. He was not the original alpha of this pack. That went to this woman. I hated her. Jennifer was her name, and she's dead because of me.
You let her die, or you did her in?
I gouged her eye out and pierced her brain.
That sounds pretty standard for werewolf behavior, but you'll pardon me, I'm not the most well acquainted with your laws and customs.
If you're talking about black spirals, it is. If you're talking about anyone else, I just commit apostasy.
Well, I suppose that does put you in a bit of hot water with everybody. I'm surprised that your pack still stands around you, if that's the case.
It's because Autumn is trying to be a Philodox without really taking what he wants or what he wants to do in consideration. It's just he thinks he's doing the right thing, or so I think that's what's going on, but we also have a history together, and everything was fine up until Jennifer came into our lives, and that's the real reason why I did what I did.
So you blamed her, and killing her led you to absolutely no closure, and things were fine up until her, and then she got in the way of you wanting to be with your little brother. Am I piecing this together right?
I killed her out of jealousy, yes.
And so she left a damn big pair of boots to fill by the looks of your pack, always arguing and bickering.
Where she comes in, Autumn leaves me, and so in retaliation, I leave him.
But is that really a way to treat a little brother? I mean, he didn't leave you, did he? He's still here putting up with your antics.
He is, but he's not the same. This never bothered him before.
I mean, have you slept with many vampires?
No, you're the first.
That might be what bothers him, and I understand why he's perturbed. I mean, I imagine this is yet another taboo in a long list of compiling taboos since y'all were on this little journey of yours.
It is where and it's not like I haven't tried. I've ever since I was starting Kent, I've been trying to be the best daughter I could for my dad, and just whenever I try doing the right thing, everything goes wrong. Whenever I do things my way, things go right, and it's led me to where I am now, where the only person I feel comfortable telling this to is a vampire.
Well, I
I
understand.
can't tell this to Autumn, I can't tell this to Clef, not even Sid.
And why can't you be honest with your pay?
A lot of shame and a lot of guilt.
Darling, you already killed a pack alpha. There ain't much more you can do to save yourself. Matter of fact, explaining to them the rightness of your past, it may not excuse actions, but it will rightfully explain them. And perhaps, with that in mind, it might be a grandiose way for them to be more supportive of your situation.
Well,
and bear in mind, if you'll pardon me from speaking out of turn, you said that you wanted to be the best that your father wanted, but have you ever considered perhaps being the best that you wanted? Or did you not have the chance to figure that out?
Well, for years and years, it was just me and Dad, where Mom died pretty early on. Dad never told me why. And for a while, it was just me and him. His name was Thunder in the Dark, was his name. And he raised me by himself. Pack had some involvement, Tribe had some involvement, but it was mostly him. And I guess if you really want to be my psychiatrist, I guess like a lot of it had to do with Mom dying, but he wanted me to be the strongest hero I could, and so a lot. I loved my father, but it was hard training with him because everything I did, it just wasn't quite good enough. Anytime I did something, it was you could be better. Anytime I did something wrong, he'd spank me really hard about it. And I loved him, and he told me he loved me, but I just couldn't say anything to him, and I couldn't do anything that he didn't approve of.
Never be honest with him. He might have prepared you for one thing and one thing only. And losing the balance of having no doubt mother. Now, I had a mother about 5 or 6 centuries ago, maybe. Probably even longer than that. Actually, no, it was longer than that. Good Lord, I've been around a long time. Regardless. But not having that balance might have set you up for a terrible folly. Because, like I said, you spend so much time with him, so much time training with him. He could say the words without meaning what he means. I've done my fair share of that as, author of Social Graces. He could say the words and not mean them. And I do believe that he did want to make you the strongest. That's what you werewolves are all about, isn't you? But you could probably tell that you never got to be your own person. All you ever got to be was the sequel to Thunder in the Dark. You never got to be anybody other than Ann's the Road, did you?
And yeah, I got my D name where it's thanks to him I got it, where Autumn doesn't know this story. You do. I got that story because on a road, my dad set up a roadblock. These guys crashed into it. It was a group of 4 guys. They were all hunters. He gave me an axe and told me that we weren't going home until all 4 of them died.
Given that you're here today, I assume they did.
I was 7 years old when we did that.
So you wasn't even a Garo then when you did that.
No, I had my first change 2 years later.
Well,
And,
so all he's ever
yeah.
taught you to do is kill. And no wonder that you're always arguing and bickering with everybody.
It's you need a bigger body count. You need to bet as many people as you can. You need to have as much power to your name as possible. Whenever anyone hears your deed name, they need to look at you with fear and respect. And I'm getting the fear, but it's not the respect.
Well,
And
did your father command respect? Or did they just fear him?
the room was silent when he stepped into it.
That doesn't
And-
necessarily mean they respect him. Now, I've met a lot of folks who were fed and respected. And you know what people did when they walked in the room? They smiled. They stood up. They shook his hand. They patted him on the shoulder. Bought him a drink. Asked him how he was. Asked him how the family was. But they knew not to cross him. They knew better than to step the wrong way in front of him. They knew better than to spill their drink on him and spit in his face because they knew what he was capable of. I imagine you ain't much of a reader, is you?
I can. I don't collect books or anything, if you're asking me that question. But I do read.
Well, the interesting thing, and now I was raised Christian, as you could probably see by my complexion. I know how some folks is about that. In the book, it mentions that the meek shall inherit the earth. And now some people seem to conflate meek with being harmless, when in fact, that is not what that is. This practiced man who spoke the words of the book, he was capable of doing great harm to people, but rarely ever was that wrath ever visited upon anyone. And why is that? Well, because he knew what the definition of meek was. He knew that with that great power came a great responsibility to use it to protect the people worth protecting and harm the people who ever harmed his flock. You've
He
done
said
it.
the words, he must die.
I'm sorry, I had to fucking think of something. Anyhow, but you get what I'm saying. It's not just all that to be the biggest, baddest, strongest if all you do is antagonize everybody. If you step up and you defend those worth defending, now that's commanding respect. If it's pulling ears, pulling hair, smacking people around, all you get is enemies. All you get is people wanting to step away from you. And you don't want that. You don't want to be alone.
What I wanted. Dad's not around anymore. I should probably add that to the story. But what I wanted after he died was I wanted a husband and I wanted some kids and I just wanted to live in an Innuit nation, and that was the dream. But I can't go back to my mate, and I'm exiled from Nunavut for bringing in too much heat for a job that they asked me to do. And this baby I'm carrying, this is it. This is all I have going for me.
Well, you 1 for 3 now, ain't you? So,
Yeah.
you committed a cardinal sin within your nation, and I imagine they're going to find out about that, isn't they?
I've already had to lie about it over the phone. Yes, they're gonna find out, and I can't be around when that happens.
Well, then my advice to you is simple. Start giving people reasons to pat you on the shoulder and smile when they see you. I know that's a tall order, but it's easier than you think. I know I've had my fair share of roughhousing days when folks would grow silent when you walk in a room. But after I moved around a bit, and after I shifted my ways a bit, soon the silence turned into smiles and how are yous and pats on the shoulders and drinks in the hand when you show up at the bar. That's my advice to you. And that's for free. Because you look like you need it.
You're being so nice to me. For what?
Well, ain't a whole lot of nice to go around in the world now, is there?
No, I don't think there is either. No. I'm going to go from a seated position. I'm going to get on my knees again.
I don't think you
And-
actually want to do what you were thinking about doing when you walked in there.
I'm going to raise out my handstand. I'm just going to put my hands on his arms. I'm going to bring him close to me.
Got strong arms there.
Yeah.
He's going to pat you on the
Not-
shoulder.
I want my arms around you, but not in the context of before.
Yeah, you look like you needed it.
The only person I have to do this with, and it's a vampire.
Well, shit, I ain't going nowhere. Well, actually, I'll be around, but I'll be moving around. You'll track me down sooner or later, I'm sure.
You didn't deserve to hear any of what I just said, but thank you.
Somebody had to hear it, and, well, you're most certainly welcome. Ravners are real good at carrying secrets around.
Can I say what I want to say?
Hare strides out of the trailer with a smile on his face.
Doc, I don't think you're gonna be needing to do no punishing.
What do you mean?
Leaves?
I disagree with you, her.
You can disagree all you want, but I heard it with my very own ears. And look, I got pretty big ears.
But did she do it?
How should I put this? This is a red towel. Not spell the guts, that's the wrong way. That could apply something else. Not pour the hot out one now, that's the other thing.
Her. I'm gonna say like this. If you put a paw in the river and take out of the river, doesn't mean your paw is not wet.
Well, guess what? The pool didn't get wet, Doc. That's the good way of putting it right there. The pool didn't get wet. Matter of fact,
So she didn't even start it.
nope. His clothes were off, but he didn't do nothing. Anyhow, she'll be, touch nicer to everybody, I imagine. That'll be a nice change. A smiling Wendigo.
You'll process that one.
Yeah, I thought they were doing it, but in the middle of it, she just stopped it. Maybe it was description, or maybe it's me.
Well, the log didn't get wet, so yeah.
You mean like they started it, but they don't finish it. I mean,
They
I
didn't
also
even
said
start
like
it, homie. The log did not get wet.
She said like in the description like they were doing it, but in the middle of it she walked away.
We're at foreplay. We weren't at home run yet.
Okay. Yeah, sorry,
Yep.
description, because it's all
Yeah.
like I'm on top of it, and it's like okay, so they started it.
Yeah.
And I thought with N0 there is no such thing as foreplay.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, usually you're right. So, but no, the pole did not get wet. So, yeah. That being said, Cleft, you arrive back with the trucks with Trisha driving Jen's truck and you in your own truck, and they are now over here. And Siddhartha and Autumn Leafs, you guys are still in the Umber. You can step back if and you like. So yeah, Cleft is actually doing laundry right now, which I need to do mine after I get done.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, Siddhartha is going to.
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, all good. Yeah, Cleft, you and Jen bring the trucks over. I'll just chuck them on the map over here. Hang on.
Wait.
Oh, excuse me.
Jen comes back from the dead?
No, Jen's truck. Sorry.
As a Ferrari.
Oh God, no. Where the fuck did I
can't.
put? Yep.
She can't. She's on the, the.
Yeah, we did purification.
That is
Yes,
a clown car right there.
What?
What it was before.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Right,
that's how
this
that's
one.
how they start. They're weirdly formatted.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yes. The werewolf clown.
They play the cucaracha when you blow the horn.
Yeah. Let's see. That's the totem. Yeah.
I think Cleft would do such a thing.
You probably. Oh no, his would play the General Lee.
That's what I was
Absolutely.
doing.
Oh, I
No.
thought you were doing the like the cucaracha.
Oh, maybe because it's.
I guess,
don't
I don't know.
remember fully.
Yes.
Either way, yeah, so you guys get back and Siddhartha's going to step back sideways and Autumn Leaf's difficulty 6 to get back through the Umbra.
Before I go back into the material world,
Mhm.
I'll punch the hell out of the ground. Even
That-
scratches in some places.
Oh, if he's you're punching the ground?
Yeah.
Hera will sort of trot on over to you and rest a hand on your back.
There's nothing to worry about. She's gonna be fine coming out of there. I know, she worries you, but isn't that what siblings do? They mess with you. And yeah, she's been on a rough streak for a while, but I think real change is on the winds.
I hope so.
Oh, I know so, Doc. You just wait. Go on back there, say hi to your sister. And be prepared for a long-winded apology.
Her, last time I waited, I saw my brother turn into Black Spiral Dancer.
I guarantee you that won't
No.
be happening this time.
Thank you, her.
Don't mention it.
Sorry to disturb you in such a moment.
Don't mention it, Doc. You call me when you need me. I'm pretty quick.
And he's going to jump back into his rabbit hole, and he's going to reach over and pull it over like a curtain,
Okay.
He's gonna drop it like it's hot.
basically.
Yeah.
Buck.
Takes you a minute, but you push your way back through, and you're out of the Umbra. Yeah. Ends the road. You are free to leave the bedroom.
Just gonna slowly. I'll wrap my arms around him. I told Autumn that he's gonna leave you alone. That if the process that we did is that we'd call dibs on kills. I called dibs on you because I didn't want him trying anything on you. I'm not gonna do it. Not after what I just told you.
Do you want me to spit some vitae on your claw so it looks good?
No, I don't need you dead or anything. Just.
Well, you remember our little deal. You bring me back an artifact, you get a free treatment.
Yeah.
And since you've been so pleasant, I will warn you that Jameel's got some nasty stuff in that building.
In the building we're about to rob.
Mm-hmm. Him and Aurelius are long-time friends, and he saved some nasty spells for that top floor.
I thank you for the information. That is very helpful.
Well, I try. Be seeing you, Abigail.
Ends the road is fine. but thank you all the same. I can tell what you're trying to do.
Can you?
Yeah. Part of me doesn't want to leave the room.
Go on, Git. Your pack's all worried about you thinking I've done some evil stuff.
Just go up. I'm gonna press my forehead into his for a minute.
He's gonna scratch your chin because he thinks, oh, it's like a puppy.
Yeah. And then that just grab the rags, put that back around my hips, back around my chest, and I'm gonna open a door.
He's going to get his clothes back on.
And just gonna walk on my knees through the RV.
Mm-hmm. Jen is looking over. Jen and Siddhartha are both looking over, very concerned about what might come through the door next.
They're just still walking.
Trisha, the little Jen.
See, with that, just reach over, just undo the door handle with my the claws of my feet, just push it open and just scoot my way out until I'm standing.
Autumn Leaves, to your surprise, she doesn't smell like mating. She doesn't smell like vitae. She doesn't smell like sweat. You don't see that same triumphant grin on her. You see an odd bit of reservedness to her. Is she okay?
For me, it's excellent. I don't care. I won. Technically.
I'm not looking on him in the eye. I'm just looking off to the side, down at the grass.
Are you okay?
No, but I didn't do anything in there. I know what you're thinking, Autumn.
What I thinking?
And I think it's time for us to get a move back on. Cleft, you know where you're going this time, don't you?
Yeah, I was on the way to start the little trip when you got called into the woods.
See, you were taking a long time with that map.
It was 5
All
minutes max.
All right, it's 4 minutes too long. It's just.
What? You didn't have someone who lost 5 minutes?
Trish, if you want to be in the cab with me, that's fine. Let's see, I'm just going to go ahead, open the door, and just crawl in.
Yeah, she'll get in the truck with you. Siddhartha still in lupus form will get in the truck with you, Cleft.
Let's see. Autumn, don't take it personal. Could you be with Cleft? I don't want you just looking at the back of my head. Is just what I'm trying to say. And I'm gonna be right behind you. You'll be in the truck bed. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. So,
Let's shift back into Hamid form.
yep, everybody's mounting up.
Okay. All right. Ty, I forgot what your handle is.
Phantom Brewer.
Yeah, that's the one.
Phantom Brewer. Thank you. Hi, this is Ice Queen, ready to go on your signal.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You'll fuck.
Yep, there we go. And
Finally!
so
Start heading out.
it is late. It is, I believe, as you look down at the clock, around about 1 o'clock in the morning at this point. You were here for about 3 hours, thereabouts, conversing with the Ravnos and with each other and talking to the Ravnos. And it was odd for a vampire to be that pleasant to you. Is he like some ulterior motive, or was he just actually that nice?
He has an interior motive. He wants necklace. He told us his motive.
Well, yeah, but that's pretty much all you know.
I want the bling.
Yeah. I love like everyone is now in the car, they thinking something, and I can sleep in the back.
Yes.
Well, no, Trish is gonna be falling asleep, so Darth is like nodding off.
So, just keep driving, just staring forward the entire time.
Yep. So,
I'm missing from the map. I'm down here.
yeah, you're down there.
Yeah.
Let me get my handy dandy little map up.
See, Clive is having now bad experience.
Yes, he is.
There's. You went to the console. You typed in /noclip.
Yeah, he did. Let me see here. You ever no clip out of a car in Half-Life? It's nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were at. Where the hell were we? I even forgot where we put ourselves on the map last time. Glendale Springs, that's where we were.
Yes.
All right, Cleft. We need to go south. We know that much. So from there, let's go ahead and roll us another. Let's roll us a wits and streetwise again.
Oh, streetwise.
See what you get.
Yep. Cleftonium, where you at?
See.
I'm trying to look for my dice rolls.
Oh, yeah.
It's right here.
Cleft.
The street was
Difficulty 6.
6.
All right, so you're heading
Success.
south. You managed to make it back to Highway 421, and Charlotte's still south of here. But, you're keeping it on the road. It's late. But it's a long drive from there to Charlotte. So let me get my directions up.
Where are we going?
Hang on, let me...
That's the question.
I forget what fucking springs I said I was at.
See, G
Poland.
something Springs.
Glendale Springs, that's it.
Yes.
Glendale Springs, North Carolina to Charlotte. Is going to be about 2 hours. Jesus, it's going to be late by the time you get there. It's going to be like 3 in the morning.
It will be.
So, on the long and winding road, Trisha's trying to think about what exactly to say, if to say anything at all.
Just staring forward, just got some sort of like generic 90s grunge song in the background. I'm not even paying attention to the radio.
What happened with the vampire?
I was thinking about Ham in the middle of it, and I don't want him involved in my life because it's more than he's bargaining for, but he didn't deserve what I was going to do, even if he never found out about it.
I mean...
So that's why, and when we just talked about everything, and that was that, and I'm not going to go into details about the conversation, no matter how hard you ask me.
I know better than to ask.
So that's what I'm doing, and when I told you that you should be striving to be a gift instead, I meant what I said when I told you that. Where you really need to be a Geru that's going to outclass me. Is what you want to be. I'm your benchmark. You need to find a way to get over and better than me. And you might be looking at me and say that I'm nobody that you want to live up to, and that my word doesn't really mean anything. And what I've got to say to you is that, prove that's the case. Prove me wrong. The minute that you step up to the plate and start kicking ass on your own will be the best day of my life. Just waiting for you to grow a pair.
How long have you been doing this?
Yeah. I got my D name when I was 7. And I'm 19, to answer your question. So, 12 years in the Gamer Nation. Yeah.
Right, so I'll be you by the time I'm 34.
And it probably takes a while where you didn't know what you were, and you tend to have a lot of rank 3s in their 30s as well, so don't think that you're behind or anything. Just you can get to that point. You just need to focus on it.
Well, I don't have much of a choice now. I'm with you guys.
Yeah, this is your life now. You didn't ask for this, but this is what's expected of you.
Well, it beats where my home was. Wasn't far from Glendale.
And yeah, you already know I'm from Nunavut, and at least got to. I don't want to say that. You didn't know your parents, did you?
She goes entirely silent.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm not going to talk much about that either, but I'm not from a conventional home myself.
Ends the road. Are you looking at her at all?
I'm
in the other.
Or not ends. Sorry, I said ends the road, not autumn leaves.
Yeah. As Autumn Leaves just like standing on all fours, just staring into the truck bed.
No, I'm
Into the truck
sleeping.
cab.
Yep.
I'm sleeping, belly up.
Sleep with one eye open.
No, I know nobody is looking at me, so I'm just simply belly on top, and tongue out and just snoring as loud as I can.
Clef, take a picture.
I would if I had a camera phone.
Siddharth is going to lean over to you, Clef. Clef, do you have that phone on you?
Oh, I have a couple actually. I have Jen's, and I have. You took Jen, right, Johnny?
I did. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
All right,
you have the
other
Setites
guy's
phone.
Yeah, I have the Setites phone.
He's gonna take the phone. He's gonna take a picture of Autumn Leaves when he's belly up sleeping in the back of the car.
A whole 144p photo.
Yep. He's got like the tail light on so he can see like the outline of his red fur.
Yes. He's got the sleep apnea too.
Yeah, if someone would take video and not just only picture.
Yep. Sadly, he can't take a video, but he can take a picture. And he shows it to you, Cleft, and it's just funny. His tongue's like hanging out the side of his face.
That's why I hate Weaver.
Yep.
Weaver sees all, knows all, and tells all.
All right. So you're still on the road for a while, and Cleft, you're pretty used to driving, roads like this at night. But you're still on the lookout for cops. Do me a favor, roll me a perception and alertness at difficulty 7. It's pretty dark out, but a lot of lights on the highway, so difficulty 7.
Me too.
Yes.
What is it again?
Perception and
driving.
Yeah, perception and alertness. You're keeping a lookout for cops.
Difficulty 7.
Yep. All right.
Ooh,
Let me
fuck
check
me.
for.
It's a massive dice pool. What the
Yeah,
hell?
that's weird. Look at that. Well, actually, no. That's 3. So that's 4. That's actually 2 successes. You keep the
Wait,
speed.
points did you put into your attributes?
Well, no, hang on. So he's got 2 1s. He's got a 7.
I have 2 1s and 2 10s.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's 2 successes, I think, actually. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
You tap your brake lights as you see like North Carolina Highway Patrol sitting on 77 outside of Statesville. He does not seem to, and you manage to back off on your speed a bit. So you're in the clear. Ends the road, you see it as well. You see his brake lights, you ease up, and you've managed to evade for the time being. What the hell is that? Get that out of there.
Another cop.
No, that was a, yep, so now, goodness gracious. 2 hours later, it is about, 2:45, and you are pulling just past Lake Norman into the, into the Charlotte city
fucking
limits.
Mooresville?
What?
We're Mooresville.
Actually just south of Mooresville.
Cornelius.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
So you're driving there. You can see the city lights off in the distance beyond the trees. And it is getting very hard to stay awake at this point. It might be a good idea to find a place to crash.
If we can't find a place, then I can always sleep in the trunk. I'll save the 2 driver's seat and passenger seat in the back area for those 2 and sleep in the bed of the truck.
Well, I mean, you're getting near Huntersville. And Huntersville, there's a Hampton Inn. There's, not a
Discovery
whole lot
Place.
over here. What?
The Discovery Place.
Yeah, but
It's
we're looking
a
for
children's museum. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, really crappy ass cafe.
Yeah, not a whole lot of places down over here. Yeah, it might be a good idea. You might have better luck in the city proper.
Let's see. Sleep out in the woods.
That is true. You are near the lake, so you could hightail it on out to the to Ramsey's Creek and hold up there for the night.
Yes. And we can find the city gangrel. The country gangrel.
You probably could.
Yeah.
Because you've had such good luck with vampires. So, Clef, do you want to keep looking for like an actual bed to sleep in? Or do you want to hightail it into a... Okay, so still looking for a motel, someplace to sleep. Do me a favor, roll me another wits and streetwise at difficulty 6. There's plenty of signs around. 2 successes.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, so you finally find one a little bit away, closer to. Let's see here. Closer to Hornet's Nest Park, just north of there, you find a Drury Inn and Suites. It's not great. It's right across from the mall, but you know what? It's, $50 a night, and you just made some money off of that Ravnos, so that'll cover you. Probably going to need to get 2 rooms.
There we go.
That and, Autumn Leaves, you see Clef pulling off. He's finding a place to crash.
Oh, what's happening? Where are we?
We're pulling over so I can get some sleep.
Oh.
All right.
Does this motel take dogs? Or maybe you can sneak them in.
Oh, we can sneak them in. There's ways.
Yep.
Yeah, I was sleeping on, bro.
It's been a few days, and I need, or not days. It's been a
Or
few
do you
long
want me
day,
to
and I
be in
need sleep.
material world?
Yeah, you've been up for about 24 hours at this point.
Yeah,
You're pretty beat.
it's at this point it's required. I need sleep. We weren't able to stay at High Mashes, and we weren't able to sleep for a good reason, but we weren't able to sleep at the Vamps, Leash's house.
Yep. So, let's get in there.
Okay.
Grab yourself some place
Yep.
to sleep.
I'm gonna sneak into the motel room.
Oh, are you gonna go into the Umbra first?
You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
I
Autumn,
don't think there's any Banes here. Hopefully.
probably not. But go ahead and roll a. If anyone would like to step into the Umbra to step sideways, then roll me your Gnosis at difficulty 7. It's kind of weaverish out here.
Ooh.
You immediately get caught in the webs as you stand up, look in the rearview mirror, and
my-
attempt to step sideways.
Oh shit.
At least I have a rage point.
Yes. Would you like to burn that to push your way through?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm banking this shit for the combat.
Yep. Siddhartha, seeing that, is going to slide open the rear window, stick his hand out, and then push you through the Umbra. Go ahead and roll me your Gnosis again.
I'm like, it's not gonna be that bad in the Umbra. Oh my god.
He pulls his hand off, and his hand is covered in webs. I don't think this is going to work.
You don't say.
Let's see.
Is that supposed to happen?
No. And now Johnny can use the meme with the pit bull in the net.
Yes. The dog in the net.
Yeah. Because two fumbles is, yeah, this is the meme itself.
Yes.
Anyhow.
See.
So, yeah, Cleft, it might be a good idea to go in there and get a room.
All right. Yeah, no, I'll head in.
Yep. And
I'll
Siddhartha.
take
What's up?
the money out. I'll take the money out and head in.
Gotcha. Siddhartha will join you. Ends the road. You go into the motel with them.
Ah, the thing didn't end bad.
It did not.
Yeah. Let's see, let's try this instead. Nope, it ain't doing it. It ain't doing it, but we know what picture that is.
I do not actually. I
know
don't
what
think
it
I
is.
do.
Yeah.
That dog in the net.
The
Yeah.
what?
The dog
Yeah,
in the net.
Kyle, you know how they have like the dog safety nets?
I actually don't.
So
Kind
if
of
you want to stop your dog from getting in the front seat with you, you have a little car net you can put up, and when your dog doesn't listen and tries doing it anyway, he looks like this.
Oh, hang on, let me open it up with help.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was like
that.
multiple times in the it was like multiple times in the campaign when I watch and roll into the Umbra and I caught in the net. Johnny always sends this picture.
okay. So, Cleft, Siddhartha, and Trisha will. Well, actually, somebody's got to get. Well, he can re-roll in a minute, but he's still kind of stuck back there. Autumn leaves, or actually ends the road. Do you want to stay with him, or do you want to go inside and get the room?
I'll go inside.
Okay, so
Everyone leaving me.
we're leaving our pack alpha behind, stuck in the
Yes.
back of a truck.
Nobody cares what you have to say anymore.
It's okay. It's 3 a.m. Nobody's gonna friggin' see him.
Yes.
Anyway,
It was the same thing with the belly. They're gonna put a camera out and gonna shoot me.
take a picture of him. Anyhow, so the rest of the party walks into the motel, and the front desk looks empty. There is a bell sitting on the counter. It is a rather dingy-looking place with, hastily mopped tile floor with the same dirty mop about 50 times. Some garish green carpet, a couple of scratched-up mahogany tables, and a large tube TV sitting on a rack in the top corner of the room.
All right. My kind of place.
Yep.
All right.
The smell of must and cigarette smoke hangs thick in the air.
All right. Just gonna look around. Said this is the best we could do, Cleft.
Best we could do within our budget.
Within the budget of a boner, right?
Yup.
All right. Yes, I'm just gonna go ahead, walk on over, and just plop down the bed and see how much dust flies up after doing that.
Well, you're still in the lobby right now. You need to get a room.
Oh, right. Is there a sofa around? Sorry.
There is indeed a sofa on the far corner.
As sofa far corner, I'll just go ahead and just drop onto that.
So you flop onto the sofa, surprisingly well dusted, but, you can tell that a lot of things have been spilled on it.
Yeah. Great. All right. Cleft, you seem to be in your element with this one. I'll leave this up to you.
There is a bell on the counter.
I'll go up and ring the bell.
There is silence.
Hello?
Hang on, I'm coming. A rotund, middle-aged black woman slowly ambles out from behind the staff entrance. You have to pardon me, baby. It's been a long night. So how can I help you?
We would like 2 rooms. I'll look back to the others, or are we doing one?
One for men, one for women.
2 rooms, please.
Yeah, I believe we have some money as well. So yeah, all right. So 2 rooms. I've got 2 bed. I got 2 rooms, 2 beds. I imagine. Any pull-outs?
No, we should be good.
All right, 2 rooms. That's going to be... We're actually doing a special for the 2 rooms, actually. So that's going to be... And how many nights y'all staying?
Just the night.
Just a night? Okay, so that's going to be 75 in total.
Right. It's funny, because I have exactly... 76.
All right.
I'll take out the 75.
All right, thank you. And may I have a name for the rooms?
Glenn.
Glenn. Last name?
Smith.
Glenn Smith. All right. All right, so that's 75 for the 2 rooms, 2 beds. That's going to be room 204, 205. She's going to pull out 2 keys with the little room number attached to it. There's brochures in the rooms about the amenities offer. We've got a gymnasium and complimentary breakfast in the morning from 6 to 10. Anything else I could do for you?
Nope. As she hands the stuff to me, I'm gonna toss key 2 to Enzra. I don't know why my brain's not working.
No, it's all good. Yep. So ends the road. You have a room key. Thank you. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. You too. Have a good one. And I'll turn around and head toward the others.
Okay. In the meantime, Autumn leaves. You can do me a favor and reroll that Gnosis difficulty 7.
Yeah, it's kind of an event here. They're like, oh yeah, take the room. This is a number, me fighting for the life. Help me!
You pick and claw and chew and tear your way through the Umbra until you finally stumble out on the other side. And a pattern spider stops and looks up at you.
Clever detected.
I'm gonna tag it.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Do I know? I mean, it's not. It's a only one pattern spider, but it's not like. Nah.
So you're gonna pick a fight with the Weaver.
Are you actually going to do that?
No. Autumn leaves maybe not have knowledge about Comet world, but spirit he knows, and I know drones have like hive mind, so maybe also this can have this. So it's like I would fucking kill it, but also it's like I know it would bring downfall for
Exactly.
me and the pack.
Like, you would wake up and, like, just the cops would be at your door, none of the phones would work, the lights would start flickering, all kinds of shit would go down. Anyhow.
I will try to go.
It continues
I
to
will
stare
try
at...
to go.
Yep, it continues to stare at you as you trundle through the Umbra. And I assume you're entering the motel.
I'm just gonna quick bark at him. Like one bark.
The pattern spider appears unfazed.
Yeah, I'm going into the building.
Okay. You walk into the building, and there's just, pattern spiders sort of just ambling about, and, they all, occasionally turn and look at you. Garrow detect, Garrow detect, Garrow detect, Garrow detect. It's an annoying chorus of monotony and Weaver scum, and it stinks, and it smells like rocks. It's terrible. But you know what? You're tired, even though you've been just kind of sleeping in the back for about an hour, but you're still pretty tired. You want to go to bed. Through the haze of the Umbra, you do see the scent. You do, get the sense that your friends were here recently.
We have Packling, correct?
Yes, you can tell that they are in a vertical Weaver box going upstairs.
Okay, I'm going.
All right. And...
ignoring with a hate.
Yep.
of that the pattern spiders around me.
The pattern spider.
Yep. And they're all just like, they stop, they take a note of you, and then continue just walking around, weaving more webs around the place. And so you go through the door and you walk up the stairs, and yeah, you can sense the pack are standing near some other doors. You need some way to get back out of the Umbra, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna scratch one of the doors. There. But not to leave like giant marks, just to signal I'm here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can just walk through doors in the Umbra, can't you?
I don't think so.
No, yeah, there are still constructs, I guess. But yeah, so you scratch at a door.
Wait,
what's up?
I can bump my head on the door.
Well, yeah, but you can do either one, but you
Yeah, I'm
are
gonna
pack
bump my head
linked,
on the
so
door.
you should know which door they're behind.
Go ahead,
Door
but
is closed. My guy.
What?
Door is closed,
Oh.
and I don't possess hands.
Well, yeah, I know, but you
Well,
know
it's a
which
problem.
door to knock on, though.
There are two doors that I sense.
That's true. So you bump into one. Flip a coin for me. That's just
Okay.
roll a d2, I guess.
Yeah, but no, I thought it's like in the the left corner. But okay, it's a 1 because Johnny, I don't know, cannot keep his sense.
Yep.
It's my role. Roll.
Ends the road. There's a knock at the door.
Hear that. Just gonna go ahead.
More like bump.
Yeah, there's like a thud against the door. You can hear the deadbolt just kind of rocking against it.
I'm gonna look over at Trish. Did you order room service?
No, we just got here. This place has it.
All right, just gonna go ahead. Put the latch on the door first, then open up crack the door open.
You crack the door open. Autumn Leafs, you can see the door is open slightly, but you can't fit. Something's in the way.
Huh. Can I forcefully go into the room?
You can try, but you might break the latch. If you want, you can roll me a strength and athletics to push your way through the door at difficulty 6.
Can I use Dex to more like don't force my way in like
it is
physically, but
with a door chain that is about like a 4-inch or like a 2-inch gap. You really can't get through there.
Okay.
So if you do force yourself in, you will be, forcing it through.
And I don't have reflective surface, which is great.
No, you do not.
I bang my head on the door again.
Ends the road. You feel the chain sort of. You feel the door slam against you. Something is trying to get in.
Is that you, Autumn?
Just open the door.
You can. You hear like the sort of garbled sound through the haze of the umber that sounds like somebody talking, and you're fairly certain it's Ends.
Open wider.
The wind blows in towards the door. Ends the road.
Fucking shit. So close the door. Just push it back. Push it back. I'll do the latch, then open the door.
The door is open.
Yes, I go in the room.
Trish and Ends the road are in there. There's a black box that looks sort of like a mirror in there.
Sweet, I'm gonna use it. Try to use it.
Yes, roll me Gnosis at difficulty 8. It's even harder indoors.
Let's see this trick again.
I
don't have willpower, come on!
Are you gonna use willpower on this?
I don't have Wait a minute. You know what? Fuck it. Where is my gift? Strength of purpose.
Are you actually?
Yes.
The purpose to step sideways after I close the doors.
Stamina plus. God damn, it's not a tap. Jesus, freaking touchpad.
Ushers, I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors.
Let's build a wall.
And there's 1,000 people watching this right now. If everyone could give me $20.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Difficulty forced. No, it's 7 because it's strength of purpose. Okay,
Holy
I have
shit.
It is.
For the end of the scene, I have free.
Free willpower to burn?
Yeah.
Free money.
At least I'm spending the one on that one. Boom!
Okay.
I'm on 2 successes.
That's
God
2
damn it.
successes. You are now.
Yeah.
You first get stuck as like some webs. You like try to give it a running start, and the webs kind of like fall to the floor. And Ends and Trisha, you look at the webs and then look at each other, and then you see Ends. And then you see Autumn Leaves come barreling through and bump his head against the shelf.
I'm gonna say this. First of all, imagine Ace Ventura when he coming out of the rhinoceros, but it's just a wolf's head.
It's gonna go. You fucking
is
dumbass.
Covered in webs, but he is through, and he bumped his
I'm
head
shaking
against
the-
the dresser.
I'm shaking the webs off, and I curl myself. I do a few spins, and then I go to sleep.
Dude, what happened to you? Did you get in a fight with the Weaver Spirit?
No.
where the webs come from.
Bro.
All right. You sound like you're telling me a story here.
No.
Mm.
Go back
Yeah,
to sleep.
Yeah, I'm sure, eh? All right.
Cleft is passed out.
Yep, Siddhartha is likewise passed out in the opposite bed. And, well, you got into town at 3 a.m. and you lose track of time in the deep recesses of slumber that you all so very, very, very desperately needed. Everybody, please regain your permanent willpower from a long rest. Recover any lethal or aggravated damage, and replenish 2 points of rage.
All right.
Whoa.
Pissed. Fucking pissed.
Okay.
Okay.
Get pissed off.
With that being said, I'm
Yeah,
actually...
I have 1 point of rage.
Yes.
Oh, a single point.
Because
With
of
that-
the webs.
With that being said, I'm actually going to cut this one a little bit early because next session is going to be a lot. And I'm probably going to need an extra bit to get everything prepped. And also, we have a very special guest joining us next session on Rage Across Appalachia. Questions, comments, concerns. Actually, no, not schizophrenic.
How much XP?
That was a pretty light session. That's just going to be 1 XP.
75.
No, Jesus Christ, no. I want to make you fight the Green Dragon tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah. It's 1.
1.
It is.
1.
You get 1.
A 1. A 1.
I have 10 points.
There it is. You want to tell me about how much XP I give out during Disco by Night?
Well, like I said, this was a pretty light session. It was very RP heavy, which is a pretty welcome respite from all the fucking combat we've been doing.
Yeah.
What?
Drama session.
What to do?
So that being said, everyone, I hope you enjoyed and you have yourselves a wonderful evening.
All right. And
Good night.
oh, by the way,
Yes.
Kyle, Sam, we're going to save the. This isn't even a business meeting, but I don't want to sound like local live at any point.
It's a business
So,
You know
it was me like.
right?
No, we are still recording, but yeah, a certain guy's like coffee company going under has made me realize that, not now, nor are we ever going to sell merch. That's just not something we're ever going to get into.
I don't know. I think a Galliard Group T-shirt would go hard.
No, but no, Kyle, the business costs and the margins.
I'm getting one for myself. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, like if we want to like do like if we want to like make our own shirts like for ourselves, we can do that. But
I honestly, I feel like I kind of want to do that now.
Like I'm not getting into any sort of business because I do sales as my job, but I know that I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not going to get into a business where I'm my own boss. I have to handle the stock, the distributing, and then I have
We
to
don't
pay
need to
Amazon
sell
to do
stocks.
the
We just need
Oh my
T-shirts.
God. I love this. Guys, we need the business
not
meeting.
not selling
We don't
stocks.
have a
No.
business.
Yeah.
We
We're
don't
gonna.
do business,
What's
okay?
what's our tag on
No,
Nasdaq gonna be? It's going to be
it's-
GGC.
And we do plug your books, but those are your friends. That's your personal project. That's
Yes.
not the channel's project. That's money and time out of your own pocket for that.
Buy Garo Coin now.
Yeah.
Brought to you
Jesus.
by the Cyber Dogs.
Let's
No,
be
no.
fair. Garo coin is essentially Dogecoin.
It is actually.
Yes.
I still have my Dogecoin.
You have this?
I actually bought
Yes.
Dogecoin back when I was in college. I don't know why I bought it. I'm just like, fuck it. It's 16 cents. I'll buy $1.
There it is, and you will rise to greatness with Elon Musk.
I think it'll be really, really funny. Anyway, that'll be it for tonight, everyone. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Take care and drink water.
Yeah.
Drink alcohol.
Hell yeah.